You guys know that this is a two-way relationship, right? Sometimes I give you book recommendations, sometimes you need to persuade me to read the books that I already own. If you don't already know my reading taste, these are my top 5 favourite series, these are some other books that I love, and these are some other books that I love. Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I have read and loved every other Shadowhunter book I've ever read, but I did read them all when I was like 14, 15, and I don't know whether or not I'll still love them as an adult. But I feel I owe it to the Shadowhunter universe to see it through to the end. Spark of the Everflame. My sister read this recently and she absolutely adored it. I'm not too much of a lover of romantasy at the minute, but if it's a good romantasy, I could love it. The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. As I already said, I was brought up on the Shadowhunter books, so I love an urban fantasy and I love Crescent City. The first Crescent City book is one of my favourite books I've ever read. So I'm thinking maybe I'll love this as well. Someone's gonna get really excited when I hold this next one up. We have Illuminae. At long last, I really do need to read this, and I am in my sci-fi era at the minute. I've really enjoyed Red Rising. I really enjoyed Dungeon Crawler Carl. I've really enjoyed recently watching the film adaptation of Project Hail Mary, so I feel like maybe it's time. And this book is in such a cool format as well. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. A lot of BookTokers that I really trust have read this and really enjoyed it, so I don't know what's stopping me. I also really want to read Strange the Dreamer. I've heard that's excellent as well. I think this one really does sound like my reading taste. I was very kindly book fairied this next one and I'm tempted to propose it as a book club read. We have An Ember in the Ashes. Again, I think this is another one that I'm scared won't live up to the hype after so many people have told me to read it. My taste in books definitely does sit in the sort of 80% plot, 20% romance, very high on the political intrigue, and I think this does tick those boxes. Another one that I cannot believe I still haven't read, we have The Vicious and Vengeful duology, soon to be a trilogy, so I really do need to get a wiggle on with this one. As you know, V. Schwab is my favourite author, so what am I doing? I've actually been holding off on this one because I'm pretty certain I do want to read it as a book club pick. The hype around this next one actually does terrify me, and that's probably why I still haven't picked it up. We have the very first book in Robin Hobb's Realm of the Elderlings. We have Assassin's Apprentice. The thing that's stopping me picking this one up is that people say it's very slow and character driven, and I know that I do love quite a fast-paced, twisty plot, but long term, this one sounds like something that's really going to stick with me and I'm going to love. I've seen a lot of my favourite BookTokers reading this one, and I do see periods where they seem to sort of slow momentum as the story slows a little bit and find it difficult to pick up the series again, but they all seem to get to the end of it and say that's one of the best things they've ever read. So, could that be my experience too?